What's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, man, today we got some sad news, man, coming to you from Chicago, man. Now, the rapper who used to go by E-Day 600, I believe his name is just E-Day now, man, dude lost his life in Chicago this weekend. Now, this is according to several reports and rumors that are floating around. Now, I'm going to say this is alleged until we get an official report, but man, some people from his side have actually come out to speak on behalf of this and send their condolences. Now, it looks like it was a crazy weekend in Chicago with a lot of shootings and a lot of things going down. And this rapper, who's a classic, I should say a legend in the drill movement, lost his life. Now, E-Day is familiar to everybody. He's mentioned in everybody's raps, depending on no matter whose side you on or what. He's been dissed by people, and he's been bigged up by people as big as Dirk. I'm talking about the King, everybody, man. And you might remember him from some drama that he's been into. Now, before we get to the specifics of what happened and a report that everybody's referencing, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to be real with you, man. When I heard this originally, I didn't believe it, man. I didn't believe it. I know a lot of Chicago drill rappers still live that life and they out there. But it seemed like E-Day kind of slowed down, man. It looked like he was pushing Young Famous in his career. It didn't look like he was out there. Even though, there are pictures on his social media that would say otherwise. Now, what I'm going to do is, let's look at this report. There was a report that really left no names, but a lot of people are saying it's E-Day, and it's from the Chicago Sun-Times. Now, in this article from the Chicago Sun-Times, they talk about a shooting that took place in Chicago. Now, the headline says this. It says, man shot to death in South Shore. The 32-year-old man was fatally shot in the 1700 block of South Bennett Avenue, according to Chicago police. Now, this took place early this morning, man, very early this morning in Chicago in what was already dubbed a crazy weekend with over 44 shootings, and I'm not sure how many deaths, but a lot of deaths as well, man. Wild situation. Now, the story continues by saying this. It says a 32-year-old man was shot to death early Sunday in South Shore. The man was outside in the 7200 block of South Bennett Avenue about 12:20 a.m. when someone shot him, Chicago police said. He suffered multiple gunshot wounds to the chest and abdomen and was transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead. He has not yet been identified. There was no one in custody, according to police. Now, that's where the report from the Chicago Sun-Times ends. Now, where everybody started to believe that this was E-Day is because it matches up with the information online as far as his age. Now, according to online sources, E-Day's age is 32 years old, and you have a couple of people on his or who are friends of his that have come out and spoke about the situation. You know what I mean? Now, one of the first people to come out and speak and confirm that E-Day passed away was one of his close acquaintances and actually one of the artists he was pushing as well, man. Somebody by the name of Young Famous 600. And you might have seen Young Famous 600 in pictures with everybody. I'm talking about King Von. I'm talking about Lil Durk, E-Day, everybody, man. And obviously they clicked up, they crew, they all cool, right? So about an hour ago, he made a really cryptic post, and he posted this picture right here of him and E-Day when they were obviously younger. You know what I mean? You could tell they got on the polos, sweaters, and stuff. They've leveled up since then. It just looks like an old picture. Now, in the post, he said this. This is what he said in the caption. He said, just like that, bro. Then he put a heartbreak emoji. This is how our journey ends. This wasn't the plan. We had stuff to do. I'm glad I always gave you your flowers while you was here. Put up with your stubborn ways. Never gave up on you. Always believed in you when you stopped believing in yourself. My brother. Sad emoji. I'm lost for words. A whole part of me is gone. I'm crushed. I love you, fat boy. Heartbreak emoji. And then, praying hands emoji. And it says E-Day at Koopa. So that was his IG tag. And then you have a lot of people in the comments saying, man, what in the world is going on? Because the news is starting to spread right now. A lot of people are starting to figure out what went down, or the rumor that's actually going around. So they're trying to figure out what in the world's going on and, just talking about it in the comments. Now, as of yet, in Young Famous's comments, I don't see any other big-time rappers say anything, but I'm sure because he's clicked up with a lot of big people in the rap game they're all going to say something or at least send their condolences. You know what I mean? Now, for those of you who are scratching your head and trying to figure out who E-Day was or trying to put it together, how he, fits into this puzzle as far as Chicago drill rap, I'll put it out there that E-Day was like a drill rap legend. Like, he was back there in the trenches back in like 2011, 2012. I'm talking about during the Chief Keef days. Like, and continued making music. And just like Young Famous said right there, it seemed like he had points where he was falling off or didn't want to do music anymore or something like that. But it seemed like he stayed current and kept putting up music and music videos every year, uploading something. He even has videos that he put up maybe like 4 weeks ago. So it looks like he was continuing to strive in this music game. Now, his friend coming out is definitely a confirmation that this is probably true, so it's hard to call it a rumor anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say rest in peace to E-Day, or rest in peace to E-Day 600, however you want to chop it up. Now, a lot of people probably remember his situation with Tay 600. Now, E-Day and Tay 600, they was like a vocal or a verbal battle between them, man, where they were going back and forth about some allegations that were proven to be incorrect if I got my sources correct, if I remember the story correctly, I should say. And I'm just wondering who else from 600 is going to come out and say something about this situation. Like, I'm not sure if E-Day even rock with OTF that tough anymore, because I don't see them on his page or anything like that. But I definitely see that he used to be with OTF and 600 back in the day. So, I mean, I know Dirk is changing things up. But when it comes to a situation like this, sometimes it can bring the whole team together, especially when you consider all the classic interviews and all the classic interactions, music videos, and things that they've all been there for and done, man. This is a wild situation to say the least, but it's just a continuing cycle in hip-hop right now that needs to stop, to be real with you. Because, I mean, drill rap is, yes, it's still rap, you know what I mean? And I know they live a wild life according to their lyrics, but, a lot of the information about E-Day that came out for a long time was that, he held down a job, he was doing different things. It just didn't seem like it was all about what it was, on the surface as far as a rap fan would think. Now, during the whole Tay 600 thing, he did put a lot of words out there and stuff like that. But still, it seemed like the whole goal was to achieve more in hip-hop and to continue making music in the rap game and rising in the rap game, man. Now, I'm waiting and standing by just to see what other people say about the situation. But, I mean, it looks like people close to him have confirmed this. And it's, like I said, man, it's a horrible situation that got to stop. Now, what do you guys think about this E-Day situation? Do you think that since E-Day was starting to get a name for himself, he should have moved out of Chicago? I mean, is that the move? Like, once you start getting a name, no matter if you blow to the heights of like a Lil Durk or whoever, should you always just move out of Chicago and just leave it behind because of, the past records, the past issues, the past beefs and everything? Or do you have the right to just hold it down and stay where you want? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, this is hip-hop, and we in this for making the music and, trying to get fans and trying to make sure that we push a product that people like. You know what I mean? Now, with that, this has been your boy, Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.